Welcome, seekers of the arcane and curious minds, to a journey into the enigmatic world of Nostradamus, the man whose prophecies have captivated imaginations for centuries. Today, we delve into the past and future predictions of this legendary seer. Fasten your seatbelts as we uncover the mystic writings and shocking predictions that have both fascinated and frightened mankind. Our story begins in the quaint town of Saint-Rémy-de-Provence in France. The year is 1503, and a child named Michel de Nostradame is born. This boy, who would later be known as Nostradamus, grew up during a time of great upheaval. The French wars of religion raged, and the dreaded plague swept across the land, leaving death and despair in its wake. Little did anyone know, this child would grow up to become one of the most famous prophets in history. Nostradamus was not just a seer, he was also a physician. He studied at the University of Avignon and later at the University of Montpellier, where he obtained his medical degree. As a doctor, he was ahead of his time, advocating for hygiene practices that were revolutionary during his era. His efforts to treat plague victims with innovative methods brought him recognition, but it was his mystical writings that would cement his legacy. In 1555, Nostradamus published Les Prophéties, a collection of 942 poetic quatrains. These verses were said to predict future events with uncanny accuracy. Let's journey through time and explore some of his most notable predictions. Our first stop is the year 1666, in the bustling city of London. Nostradamus wrote, "The blood of the just will be lacking in London, burnt up in the fire of 66. The ancient lady will topple from her high place, many of the same sect will be killed." In September of that year, a small fire in a bakery on Pudding Lane quickly spread, engulfing the city in flames. Thousands of homes, churches and landmarks, including the old St. Paul's Cathedral, were destroyed. The reference to a fire in 66 was remarkably precise, and the devastation was immense. Another compelling prediction is the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. Nostradamus wrote, "An emperor will be born near Italy, who will cost the empire dear. They will say, when they see his allies, that he is less a prince than a butcher." Napoleon, born in Corsica near Italy, rose to power during the late 18th and early 19th centuries. His military campaigns reshaped Europe and left a legacy of both admiration and fear. The reference to him being less a prince than a butcher aligns with the brutal tactics he employed during his conquests. One of the most chilling interpretations of Nostradamus's quatrains points to Adolf Hitler. He wrote, "From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people, who by his tongue will seduce a great troop. His fame will increase towards the realm of the East." Hitler, born in Austria, west of Europe, to a modest family, became one of the most infamous figures in history. His oratory skills and propaganda led to his domination over Germany and the catastrophic events of World War II. The mention of his fame increasing towards the east could refer to his invasions of Eastern Europe and Russia. Nostradamus also predicted the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. He wrote, "The great man will be struck down in the day by a thunderbolt, the evil deed predicted by the bearer of a petition. According to the prediction, another falls at night, conflict at Reims, London, and a pestilence in Tuscany." On November 22, 1963, President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The imagery of a thunderbolt could symbolize the suddenness and shock of the assassination, and the subsequent turmoil mirrors the prediction of conflict. Moving forward, we encounter the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center. Nostradamus wrote, "Earth-shaking fire from the center of the earth will cause tremors around the new city. Two great rocks will war for a long time. Then Arethusa will redden a new river." Many interpret New City as New York City and two great rocks as the Twin Towers. The imagery of fire and destruction eerily aligns with the tragic events of September 11, 2001. Nostradamus's prophecies don't just stop at the past. Many believe his quatrains hint at events yet to unfold. One of his most talked about future predictions is that of a devastating earthquake in the western United States. He wrote, "The sloping park, great calamity, through the lands of the West and Lombardy, the fire in the ship, plague and captivity, Mercury in Sagittarius, Saturn fading." Interpreters suggest this quatrain foresees a massive earthquake striking California, a state known for its seismic activity. The sloping park might refer to a specific location prone to such disasters, resonating with scientific warnings about the San Andreas Fault. Nostradamus also spoke of a possible Third World War. "The big war will start in France, and all Europe will be attacked. It will be long and terrifying for everyone, and then peace will come, but only a few will enjoy it." This quatrain suggests a catastrophic conflict beginning in Europe. With current geopolitical tensions, this warning feels particularly ominous, reminding us of the delicate state of global peace. Looking further into the future, Nostradamus might have envisioned the rise of artificial intelligence. He wrote, "The moon in the full of night over the high mountain, the new sage with a lone brain sees it, by his disciples invited to be immortal, eyes to the south, hands in bosoms, bodies in the fire." Some interpret this quatrain as a vision of technological advancements. The new sage with a lone brain could symbolize artificial intelligence, a single entity with vast knowledge. The reference to immortality might hint at breakthroughs in medical science that could drastically extend human life. Nostradamus even predicted global warming and climate change. He wrote, "The earth and air will freeze a great water when they come to venerate Thursday. That which will be never, was it so fair, from the four parts they will come to honor it." Some interpret this quatrain as a reference to drastic climate changes causing unprecedented natural disasters, affecting the entire world and leading to global awareness and efforts to address the issue. Another intriguing prediction is about space travel and the possibility of humans living on another planet. Nostradamus mentioned, "He will travel far from his home to the kingdom of the great realm, afar. He will pass above the mountain of Europe and will be translated to the highest." This could be interpreted as the future of space exploration, with humans potentially colonizing Mars or other celestial bodies. Nostradamus's quatrains continue to fascinate and provoke thought. How do these ancient prophecies hold up in our modern world? Some argue that his writings are intentionally vague, allowing for multiple interpretations. This flexibility is why his prophecies seem to fit various events over time. Yet the accuracy of some predictions, such as the Great Fire of London and the rise of Hitler, can't be easily dismissed. Interpreting Nostradamus' quatrains is an art. Understanding the historical and cultural context of the 16th century helps in decoding his references. He often used symbolism and allegory, and recognizing these can reveal deeper meanings. Familiarity with astrology can also aid in understanding his predictions, as he frequently employed astrological terms. Comparing multiple quatrains and seeking patterns can provide further insights into recurring themes and predictions. Whether you see Nostradamus as a visionary or a mere charlatan, his influence on popular culture and historical discourse is undeniable. His quatrains continue to intrigue, inspire, and at times terrify those who delve into their depths. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Nostradamus's predictions. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.